What's up? It's Miyuki. I'm super tired. Been in the field working. Parents sprung it on me this morning. Said they had a garden they want me to help plant. I go back there, they got acres. Like, it's enough for like 3 people to have yards. And it was a few people, some older heads, like 4 of us out there. It wasn't pretty. Made a little money, ran to the city to get some Kamigawa packs. I got 9. So if you got a few minutes, let's see if I can nab that planeswalker. Let's just get started. I am already tired, but I got a good feeling about this one. I really regret getting the vampires yesterday, thinking about the dark side. They told me to get Kamigawa. I wasn't interested, and then I remember what Kamigawa was about, and I went back, made some more money, and went back. I wish I'd have known, realized. Okay. Oh, look at that. Oh, man. That's beautiful. Okay, let's see what we got. Oh, a red or white energy. Human ninja, futurist operative. It's a human citizen as long as it's tapped with 1/1 and can't be blocked. You untap it for 3 mana. Why is this shit so fuzzy? You untap it for 3 mana. Hold on, man. Why is this thing so fuzzy? Where's the camera? Ink Rise Infiltrator flying. Tap it, or pay 4 mana. It gets 2/2 to end the turn. Ogre Ninja. Yo, why? Hold on. There, I have to zoom in. Okay, it's a 5/5 for 6 mana cost. Kato's Pursuit. Target player discards 2 cards. Ninjas and Rogues gain minutes to end the turn. Tamiyo's. Oh my gosh, I'm already hurting. Tamiyo's Completion. Enchant artifact, creature, or planeswalker. Enchanted permanent loses all abilities and doesn't untap during its controller's untap step. Legendary creature, Norika Yamazaki, the poet. Whenever a samurai warrior attacks alone, you may cast target enchantment card from your graveyard. This turn, Sky Blessed Samurai. Okay, this comes back as Vector Glider, flying 2/3. Oh, I got a Planeswalker. I told you I had a good feeling about this. I already had that one. The Wandering Emperor. Something told me, do not stop buying Kamigawa until you get a Planeswalker. That was my task. It's a legendary Planeswalker. As long as it's entered the battlefield this turn, you may activate his or her loyalty abilities anytime you can cast an instant. Put a 1/1 counter up on to 1 target creature against first strike until end of turn. Create a 2/2 white samurai token with vigilance and 2 exile target tap creature. You gain 2 life. It's not too strong, but oh well. Master's Rebuke. Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to target creature or planeswalker you don't control. Pyroclasm deals 2 damage to each creature. Mission accomplished. I'll put this over here on the other side of all my cards so I can get to it quicker. Alright, where do I put these? Over here. Pack number 2. Oh, look at that. Kawaii. My neck hurts. Hold on. Let me prop my neck up some. Come on, pillow. I have to lay back. I didn't think we worked that hard. Damn, I wasn't tired when we did it. Okay. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, you may draw a card. If you do, discard a card unless it entered the battlefield this turn. Creature Human Samurai. Jukai Trainee. Whenever Jukai Trainee blocks or becomes blocked, it gets 1 when it end of turn. Artifact creature. Equipment Monkey. I already had that. Simian Sling. Equipped creature gets 1/1. Whenever equipped creature becomes blocked, it deals 1 damage to defending player. Reconfigure for 2. Attach to target creature you control or unattach from a creature. Reconfigure only as a sorcery. While attached, this isn't a creature. Searchlight Companion. Artifact creature drawn. Flying. When Searchlight Companion enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 spirit token. Colorless. Coiling Stalker. Creature Snake Ninja. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control that doesn't have a counter on it. Enchantment or Careful Cultivation. As long as it's enchanted permanent is a creature, it gets 1/3 and has reach, and it taps for 2 energy. Channel 1, discard Careful Cultivation, create a 1/1 green human monk token with that taps for 1 mana. Grave Ladder. Flying 2/2. When it enters the battlefield, draw a card. A creature died this turn. Otherwise, each player sacrifices a creature. Seismic Wave deals 2 damage to any target and 1 damage to each non-artifact creature target opponent controls. Era of Enlightenment. Scry 2, you gain 2 life. Exile it and return it as enchantment creature, human monk. Hand of Enlightenment. First strike. March of Burgeoning Light. An additional cost to cast a spell. You may exile a number of green cards. It costs any amount in a green. Exile any number of green cards from your hand. This spell costs 2 less for each card. Choose target creature with mana value less than X. Search your library for a creature card with the same name as that creature. Put it in the battlefield. For a creature card with the same name as that creature, put it in the battlefield, tap, then shuffle. Malicious Malfunction. Sorcery. All creatures get -2/2. Until end of turn. If it would die, exile it. Spirit Token. Mission accomplished. I got a Planeswalker. First pack. He looks nice. Enchantment creature, Snake Ninja with Death Touch for 1 mana. Enchantment Aura. Enchant a land. It's a 4/5 green spirit with vigilance and haste and still a land. If it will be destroyed, sacrifice this and it gains indestructible. Crackling Emergence. Enchant land you control. It's a 3/3 red spirit with haste is still a land. And do the same thing if it will be destroyed, it gets indestructible. Ambitious Assault. Creatures you control get 2 to their attack to the end of turn. If you control a modified creature, draw a card. Equipment or as you control encounters or modifications. Generous Visitor is a spirit for 1 mana. Whenever you cast an enchantment spell, put a 1/1 counter on target creature. Legendary enchantment creature. Goshen Tire Boundless Vigor. Trample. At the beginning of your instant, you may pay 1. When you do, put a 1/1 counter on target shrine for each shrine you control. Goshen Tire Ancient Wars. Legendary enchantment creature. Shrine. Neck hurting. First strike at the beginning of your instant. You may pay 1. When you do, it deals X damage to target player or planeswalker, where X is the number of shrines that you control. Michigo's Reign of Truth. Comes back, gets 1/1 for each artifact and or enchantment you control. But what does it do? In the meantime, target creature gets 1/1 to end the turn for each artifact or enchantment. Exile this and then return it. Commander, a spirit. At the beginning of your instant, gold each creature your opponents control that's enchanted by aura you control. Put a woman counter on Kaima, the fresh recall for each creature golded. Mind Link, Mech, artifact vehicle. Whenever it becomes crew for the first time each turn, to end the turn, it becomes a copy of target non-legendary creature that crewed it this turn, except it's a 4/3. It's a vehicle artifact in addition to other types, and it has flying. Human Samurai, Upriser Renegade. It gets 2 for each other modified creature you control. And a Samurai token with Vigilance. Kamigawa. Come on. Bloodfell Caves. Human Ninja Flying gets 2/2 to end the turn for 4. Ogre Ninja Ninjutsu for 3. Tamio Safe Keeping. Target permanent you control gains Hexproof and Indestructible to end the turn. You gain 2 life. A permanent with Hexproof and Indestructible can't be the target of spells or abilities that your controller is controlling. Damage and effects that say destroy it, don't destroy it. Wanderer's Intervention. It deals 4 damage to target attacking or blocking creature. Spell Pierce. Counter target non-creature spell unless its controller pays 2. Flame Discharge. Deals X damage to creature or planeswalker. If you control a modified creature as you cast the spell, it deals X plus 2 instead. Invigorating Hot Spring. Come on, Nick. Yeah, and there's with 4/1 counters. Modified creatures have haste. Remove a counter and put a counter on target creature you control only as a sorcery and only once each turn. Azusa's Many Journeys comes back whenever the lightness of the seeker becomes blocked, untap with the 3 lands you control. Soul Transfer. Choose one. If you control an artifact or an enchantment as you cast as you may choose both. Exile target creature or planeswalker and return a creature or planeswalker from your graveyard to your hand. Legendary Land, Otawada, Song City. And that's another of the Azusa's Many Journeys, but it's a foil. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left. That means I've opened 4. Oh, somebody in a boat. Come on, that counts as 2 of my cards. Prosperous Thief, Ninjutsu, Mukatai, Ambusher Artifact. I still don't even know what Ninjutsu is. Tawashi Song Shaper, Artifact Creature. Okay. I gotta move these to the side here because I can't sit at that angle any longer. Whenever another artifact creature enters the battlefield, it gets 1 to its attack. Artifact creature, equipment, insect, chain, flail, centipede. Whenever it attacks, it gets 2 until end of turn. Reckoner Shakedown. Target opponent reveals the hand. Choose a non-land card. If you do it, it discards it. If you don't, put 2 1/1 counters on a creature or vehicle. Enchantment creature. Jukai Naturalist. Lifelink. Enchantment spells you cost 1 less. Blossom Prancer. Reach. Spirit. When it enters the battlefield, look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature or enchantment from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. If you didn't put a card into your hand, you gain 4 life. Okiba Reckoner Raid. Each opponent loses 1, you gain 1. And then when you bring it back, menace vehicles have menace. They can't be blocked except by 2 or more creatures. Myojin of Roaring Blaze, legendary creature, a commander, but it costs so much to come out. It enters the battlefield with an indestructible counter on it if you cast it from your hand. Remove a counter from Myojin of Roaring Blaze and it deals 7 damage to each of one of 3 targets. Cloud Steel Kieran, artifact creature, equipment Kieran. I'm getting my artifacts on. Equipped creature has flying and you can't lose the game and your opponents can't win the game. Artifact creature, ogre, warrior. When it enters the battlefield, target creature can't block that turn. And I didn't show you, this also came in the box yesterday. It's an oversized dice. They're not usually this big. That guy looks black. Whenever Jukai trainee becomes blocked, it's 1/1. Defender. That means it can attack. Modified creatures can attack as if they didn't have defender. As additional cost, sacrifice something. You gain life equal to the mana value and draw 2 cards. Until end of turn, target creature gets 1 against lifelink, and when this creature dies, return to the battlefield tapped under your control. Artifact creature, human rogue. Create a treasure token. Activate it only if a creature died this turn. It's an artifact with sacrifice it and add a mana. Return target creature or vehicle from your graveyard to the battlefield, then put 2 counters on that permanent if you control an artifact or an enchantment. Runaway trash spot, construct, trample. It gets 1/0 for each artifact and enchantment card in your graveyard. The Shattered States era. Look at that, that's a nice sword. Really nice. Gain control of target creature to end the turn. Untap it, it gains haste. Creatures you control get 1/0 to end the turn. Exile this saga, and it comes back as a nameless conqueror. It's a 3/3, trample and haste. Okay, the Dragon Kami Reborn. You gain 2 life. Look at the top 3 cards. Exile 1 of them face down with a hatching counter. Then put the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. Exile this saga and return it as a 0/1 Dragon Kami's egg. Whenever a dragon you control dies, you may cast a creature spell from among your cards you own and exile with hatching counters on them without paying their mana cost. Planar Incision. Exile target artifact or creature, then return it to the battlefield under its owner's control. That's if something gonna kill you. Kill something, you push this out for 2 mana, exile it, and return it with a 1/1 counter on it. I got 3 more. Bear with me. Okay. Hello, monkey man. With 4 arms. Scour Barons. What's this? White or black? That's a nice card. Dokuchi and Shadow Walker. Ogre Ninja. Scrapyard Steelbreaker. Sacrifice another artifact. It gets 2/1 to end the turn. Mnemonic Sphere. Pay 2 mana, sacrifice it, draw 2 cards. Channel. Pull 1, discard this, and draw a card. Artifact creature, equipment beast. Armed guard familiar. Ward. Whenever this permanent becomes the target of a spell or opponent or ability someone controls, counter it unless that player pays 2 mana. Equipped creature gets 2/1 and has ward 2. Artifact creature, crab. Mirror shell crab. Assassin's Ink. The spell costs 1 less to cast if you control an artifact and 1 less to cast if you control an enchantment. Destroy target creature or planeswalker. Naomi, Pillar of Order. Or black and white commander. Whenever Naomi enters the battlefield or attacks you, if you control an artifact and an enchantment, create a 2/2 white samurai creature token with vigilance. We're almost done. I got 2 more packs after this. Banish and Slash. Destroy up to 1 target artifact, enchantment, or tap creature. Then if you control the artifact and an enchantment, create a 2/2 white samurai token with vigilance. Behold the Unspeakable. Creatures you don't control get -2 until your next turn. If you have one or few cards in hand, draw 4 cards. Otherwise, scry 2 and draw 2 cards. Exile this saga, then return it to the battlefield transformed under your control as a Vision of the Unspeakable. Flying with Trample. It's a 0/0 though. It gets 1/1 for each card in your hand. Jin Gitaxias. Progress Tyrant. Legendary creature. Phyrexian Praetor. A Phyrexian. This is what they encountered when they went to Phyrexia. Shit like that. Whenever you cast an artifact, instant, or sorcery spell, copy it. You may choose new targets for the copy. This ability triggers only once each turn. Whenever an opponent casts an artifact, instant, or sorcery spell, counter that spell. This big ability triggers only once each turn. Wow. Hero of the Ancient Fang. Creature Snake Samurai. Hero of the Ancient Fang enters the battlefield with a 1/1 counter. If you control a modified creature, it's a 2/3 starting. And Sleeping Potion. When it comes in the battlefield, tap something. Enchanted creature doesn't untap during their untap step. When an enchanted creature becomes a target of a spell, sacrifice Sleeping Potion. I got something pretty cool in that one. I got 2 more. Ready? Let me lick that ash. It's unsightly. I'll keep this one. Let's see if I get another Planeswalker. Shoot. I got 2 packs left. Oh, look. Let me turn this a little bit. I don't know why I'm sitting there. Jungle Hollow. It's a black or green. When it enters the battlefield, you gain a life. Creature Fox Samurai. When 7-tailed mentor enters the battlefield or dies, put a 1/1 counter on target creature or vehicle. And it's a 2/3 for 4 mana. Kami's Flare deals 3 damage to target creature or planeswalker. It also does 2 damage to that permanent's controller if you control a modified creature. Instant. As an additional cost to play this spell, you may sacrifice an artifact. Deals 2 damage to target creature or planeswalker. If you sacrifice it, deals 4 damage. Papercraft Decoy. When Papercraft Decoy leaves the battlefield, you may pay 2 if you do draw a card. Enchantment Frog. Artifact creature, Equipment Boar. Trample, 3/2. Equipped creature gets 3/2 and has trample. Artifact creature, Equipment Rabbit. Haste. Equipped creature gets 1/1 and has haste. Creature, Human Samurai. Upriser Renegade gets 2/0 for each modified creature you control. Kumano faces Kakazan. Kumano faces Kakazan, deals 1 damage to each opponent and each planeswalker they control. When you cast your next creature spell this turn, that creature enters the battlefield with an additional 1/1 on it. Exile this saga and return it as Etching of Kumano. Haste. If a creature dealt damage this turn by a source you control would die, exile it. March of Burgeoning Life. You may exile any number of green cards as an additional cost. The spell costs 2 less for each of those. Choose target creature with the mana value less than that. Search your library for a creature with the same name. Put it onto the battlefield. Legendary creature, Moonfolk Wizard. Tamisha, Reality Architect. Whenever one or more non-creature permanents are returned to hand, draw a card. This ability triggers only once each turn. And then pay X and a white. Return the land you control to your owner's hand. Return target artifact or enchantment with mana value X or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Activate only as a sorcery. Kami of Restless Shadows, a black foil creature spirit. When it enters the battlefield, choose one. Return up to 1 target ninja or rogue from your graveyard to your hand, or put target creature from your graveyard on top of your library. Creature spirit, Haru Ona. When it comes into play, draw a card. Whenever you play a spirit or arcane spell, you may return Huddle Honor to its owner's hand. Last pack. Let's see if I get another Planeswalker. Let's see. Doesn't look too friendly. Dismal Backwater. Imperial Subduer. Human Samurai. Silver Furmaster. Creature Rat Ninja. What does ninjutsu mean? Damn. Future Sentinel. Crew 3. Kitsune Ace. Whenever a vehicle attack you control attacks, choose one that vehicle gains first strike or untap this. Suit up. Until end of turn, target creature or vehicle becomes a target artifact creature. Becomes an artifact creature with base power of toughness, 4/5, and then draw a card. Legendary enchantment creature. Death Touch. At the beginning of your end step, you may pay 1. When you do, destroy target creature with toughness X or less, where X is the number of shrines you control. Legendary enchantment creature. There's a shine, Goshen Tide, Lost Wisdom, flying. At the beginning of your end step, you may pay 1. When you do, target player mills X cards, where X is the number of shrines you control. Era of Enlightenment. Scry 2, gain 2 life, exile it, and bring it back as Hand of Enlightenment. First strike. 2/2. Don't look like I'm gonna get a Planeswalker. Human Ninja, Ninjutsu. It's Biting Palm Ninja. Biting Palm Ninja enters the battlefield with a menace counter. Whenever it does combat damage, you may remove a menace counter. And when you do, that player reveals their hand and you choose a non-land card and exile it. Creature Spirit, Thundering Rage. They got a lot of crazy stuff. I thought it was a rat. Whenever it attacks, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. Then Thundering deals X damage to each opponent, where X is the number of modified creatures you control other than Thundering Rage. Enchantment R. Enchant a creature. As long as a permanent is a creature, it gets 1/1 for each creature and vehicle you control. And a spirit. Let me see. So, got another stack of cards. But here is my Planeswalker. I wasn't going to stop buying packs until I got a Planeswalker. Still, it won't focus because I zoomed out. Good gracious. As long as it entered the battlefield this turn, you may activate her loyal abilities anytime you would cast an instant. Put a 1/1 counter on the 1 target creature against first strike. Create a negative 1. It has 3, so I add 1, it becomes 4. And do the 1/1 counter. -1, it create a 2/2 white samurai creature with vigilance. -2, exile target tap creature, and I gain 2 life. It's a lot of legendary creatures I'm getting. But yeah, that's what we're working with. I'm probably skipping some of these. Oh, that's not one. Where my art at? So that's 16 packs, and I got 1 Planeswalker. I can't believe it. It's the year of the tiger. My year. All right. Yuki Tay. I'm out.